Hi, I'm Rachel, and we are finishing up this series of chakras in our energy body. I hope that you've enjoyed the series, learned a lot, discovered a lot, and that you continue to do so. This segment is all about our crown chakra. It is our final chakra that we look at as the major chakras. I want you to know that through this series, we've talked about like the major chakras that make up our energy bodies, but know that there are other chakras. There's secondary chakras. There is a chakra below our feet that goes into the earth. There's a chakra above our head that connects more with the universe. So this series covers the basic main chakras that create all of our energy, that work our bodies, and that like it's just the base of everything that we are. So this is going to be about the crown chakra. Hope that you're ready for it. It's another amazing, beautiful energy center. The crown chakra is located just above our head, like the base of your head right here, or just above it. The organ, the gland that it's connected to is the pituitary, that is housed inside of your brain. So this chakra is here, just also slightly above your head. It's like inside of the brain. It's like in the center of the brain area. So it's not something that we can see. You've probably heard of the pituitary gland. I'm sure you have. And that is the gateway to the cosmos. This chakra is in connection to working our brain and our central nervous system. So if you can think about our central nervous system and how it fuels and fires everything that works in our body, this chakra is so important to also focus on. It can increase or decrease your energy flow depending on what you need. So keep in mind our central nervous system and our brain activity. This energy center is directly working with and connected to your center of spirit and enlightenment. You may have heard that word enlightenment, awakening, things like that. This is where you've got this gateway to the universe and you can activate it and flow right into it and get to know your higher self and the cosmos, all that you want. And if you think about the energy connections, we have started at the base of our feet, the root chakra, and we've already made it up to our head, the crown. But just know that even though you can't see it, that these energy centers are actually connected to each other. And if you've heard that saying, as above, so below, this is where we start to see that, because we are one. And we've talked about how our chakras can connect to each other that even aren't touching. And this is another example. As above, so below. These chakras wrap around, they create energy wheels, and this energy goes in the different directions. It's not always just boom, boom, boom up to the top. It's always, think of infinity symbol. It is this way, it's going this way, it is looping in every way. It is as above, so below. It causes infinite energy flow. This seventh chakra, our crown chakra, it is the access to higher states of consciousness. You can access these through meditation, other types of one-on-one sessions where someone can guide you there. That is something that I specialize in because this is such a passion of mine. And we reach these other states of consciousness through this gateway, this doorway. And it allows our brains to go into other brain states and know that this is natural. We go through these brain states every night to fall asleep and to wake up. So I want you to understand that the unknown is not unknown to our bodies and our souls. These things may seem new to you, but our bodies automatically do these things. It happens every time we fall asleep. That's why during dream time, things can come through. Your body can talk to you, may bring up traumas, things to heal, may give you insight and knowing. That's because your body is not controlling itself, and your brain naturally goes into these other states of awareness and connection to the cosmos and consciousness. And it's very amazing. We are miraculous beings, and this is proof of how it happens. Our bodies are automatic to do this. And if it's something that you're interested in, you can train and guide yourself to do this from a conscious state. This gateway through the crown, it is an opening to go beyond your personal visions. It is an opening connection to the universal consciousness, the universal oneness. If you've heard something called the Christ consciousness, that is how you get there, is through this portal in your own body. If you think of symbols and you are familiar with the lotus flower that you see often with chakra information, like the symbol for chakras, well, this one is the symbol. It is the lotus. It would have 1,000 petals, and it is the bridge to the cosmos. Okay, we have the heart, which is the bridge from our earth chakras to our spiritual chakras, and this has taken us all the way into the cosmos. If you think of the lotus, it's 1,000 petals. It's just endless, and it's big, it's dynamic. This crown chakra, it has a masculine energy, just like our root does. Remember, they connect, they cycle back around. And the colors associated with it, most often you think of purple, you see purple, but also white is associated with your crown chakra. So anything purple or white, if you want to bring it in and pull it into you when you're working with this chakra, that would be perfect. If you're in meditation, you may see white energy, purple energy, things like that. So be aware of the white energy and know that that is your gateway energy taking you to the universe and to the cosmos. If you're working with auras, the energy around our bodies, you may see this energy gold, white, or even like clear. It may be clear like. So these are all crown chakra energies. It's not always just purple. And as you work with this on yourself and others, you'll begin to know what it symbolizes for you. And it may mean, it could be the crown, but it could be a clue or symbolizes certain types of energy for that. So this is something that you can learn and experiment with and see what comes to you about that. If you're looking for the most spiritual chakra that you have, it's this one. It is your freeway. It is your gateway. If you've ever done an across the veil session with me and the light creates a pathway for us, this is the pathway that we're allowing the light to create to take us across the veil to the multi-dimensional realms, dimensions, wherever it is that we're going in that session. This is how we get there. It's through this beautiful divine energy. Characteristics of your crown chakra, it's all about consciousness, higher consciousness, wisdom and what is sacred, connection to the limitless. When I say that, you can literally connect to the energy of the cosmos and create anything you want, get guidance or help with anything you want, answer any type of question. If you want to know how many galaxies there are, you can connect and find this information out. And I'll give you an answer, a sneaky little sneak peek. There's 17. And these are things that you can explore and learn through your connection. And people call that meditation. But you can write questions, have intentions as you go, and find out really anything that you'd like to know. Connecting and using this energy gives you liberation from limiting patterns, limiting behaviors, beliefs. Gives you communion, oneness with your higher states of like your higher self, your actual soul. You can connect directly with the creator, whether you call that source, great spirit, God. This is the direct connection. You can connect and let that energy fill you and renew you and recharge you. Let it heal you. This is the super freeway. This connection, it gives you bliss. Bliss. It is a joy that we often don't experience here on earth. Just connecting to this energy for a few moments is literally sometimes undescribable bliss and joy experience that you may have never had before. In its presence, you're going to have higher guidance, higher knowing, the sacred wisdom. And that is where all of this comes from. It's when you use this chakra energy center to connect with the cosmos, the universe, whatever it is that you want to call that, like the supercomputer of energy. It's sometimes undescribable of the vastness of what it truly is. You can transcend and free yourself of so many things that could be considered limitations in life. You could free yourself to the limitations of person, place, and thing. Your body does this naturally while you sleep. And this is amazing to do when you want and from a conscious state with intentions and direction. People talk about astral traveling. This is what it is. Astral traveling is another name for it. I will say people astral travel all the time in their sleep. They may or may not know it. It just happens. And the discovery is learning to do it from a conscious state, taking yourself there and going wherever it is you'd like to go and explore. It gives an energy of senses of inspiration and devotion. And you can probably hear it in my voice, the passion, the inspiration. It is amazing. And so that is where that comes from. As I talk about it, we're connecting to it. I hope that you feel the energy and the vibration of the crown chakra just from this video. And I hope it excites you and ignites you to explore and have your own discovery. It allows for a deeper understanding. It allows for a healthy spiritual life. It allows you to discover that you have an infinite cord to the divine, that actually you are the divine. And I'm telling you this, and you may believe me. If you need proof, this is how you get it. This is where your proof comes from. Using this chakra and balancing it and activating it, becoming familiar with it, it allows you to learn that we are never separate from the divine. That the universal life force is an expansion of the same energy which we are created. I wrote down some notes. I did not want to miss a thing about this. This energy of the crown, it allows for unity, universal connections, integration of the whole. All that is available to you within seconds. If we apply an element to this chakra, it's going to be thought and silence. It's kind of opposite of each other, but this element is thought and silence. Because in thought and silence is where the sacred wisdom is obtained. If there was like a mantra, it would be, I know. Because you can literally discover answers and the truth of anything that you are interested in. And you will know it. You'll get that divine wisdom, whether it's from 5 minutes ago or 5,000 years ago or 50,000 years ago. This is where all those answers are. Working with this chakra, you're going to experience mystical oneness with everyone and everything. You're going to learn and know a deeper meaning to life, serenity, joy, a very deep peace. You're going to discover that you are the guru within, that all of you has access to all of the truth and guidance. It's okay to work with others. It's okay to connect with others and ask them for guidance. But you have the full ability to be your true guru. And this is how you do it, through the crown chakra. It takes you beyond the limits of your ego. You can transcend any patterns or emotions or thoughts or learnings, teaching. This is where you can let all of those go and learn the truth of who you are. You can, if we assigned an animal, I would think of the eagle just soaring freely through the sky, seeing everything below with its eagle eye. This gives you access to the Akashic records, which are the records of everything on this earth and in creation. This is where they're housed, and you can go there freely anytime you want to get this information about any lifetime or any planet or any system or galaxy. You have the free way to get there. You will learn that you are both the receiver and giver of energy through this field. Again, just think of the infinity symbol. It is just constantly flowing back and forth through you. You only have to become aware of it and learn to connect and recognize it. Through the crown chakra, you'll learn that this is the place where life and death meet, and that it doesn't end. It just transcends. It transitions into a different form of energy. There is never an ending. This is where you can learn a new level of gratitude for who you are and for the body that you house for this life. This is where you learn and discover just how truly amazing and magnificent that you are and others. This will take you to a connection with the creator source. You'll be guided by that divine creative source energy, and you'll be able to feel the divinity from within and from around you through working with your crown chakra. The challenge of working with this chakra is liberating spirit, including yourself. It's to be open to the divine and stay grounded and rooted to the earth at the same time. It is learning to balance and align that duality of both worldly energies with the cosmic energies. If your crown chakra may be underactive or overactive or blocked, there's some signs, like we talked in other things that can lead you to understand what might be going on. If you're underactive, you could feel disconnected from spirit, source, that Holy Spirit, God, whatever it is that you call that. You may feel disconnected. If you're overactive, you may feel disconnected from your body or earthly matters. Like if you're staying in that energy field of the crown, you will be you'll feel not disconnected, but ungrounded. So that is where learning to balance both of those energies is something that you're a lifelong student to learn and be your own guru and to master that, so that you're not ungrounded, that you're not too much outside of this world. Because you've got to remember, your higher self, your soul, chose to incarnate onto this planet to learn and have adventure. So sometimes I'm always like, well, I prefer the other realms, of course, because this world has a lot of challenges. So we're here because our souls want to learn and experience those challenges and those upheavals and those joys and those loves. So we have to learn to balance and be both places. If you have obsessive attachment to spiritual matters, that's going to show you that you are out of alignment in your crown. If you're becoming obsessive, you're overactive, okay? So you're going to want to dial that back to where you, again, can be balanced in that world and this one. If you're closed-mindedness to spiritual beliefs or other things that maybe you're not familiar with, it's going to mean you're underactive. I'm sure that, we've all met people that seem underactive. They're closed-minded and just have no room to give a thought to other things and what they are used to and familiar with. So that would be an underactive crown chakra. If you've got difficulty meditating, that could indicate that you have a blocked crown chakra. So work to clear that and balance. If you're not connected to your purpose, and we've heard this life purpose and other chakras, work to balance this. It could have a blockage if you're not feeling connected to your life purpose, because you certainly have one, because it was to come here and experience this. And so doing a meditation with your crown chakra is a great way to reconnect and maybe even recognize your life purpose and know that it can change and shift. It may not be what it was 10 years ago. It may not be what it was last week. So it can be ever changing. So just take the time to go back and connect with that and see where you're at on your path. If you desire isolation, it's an indication that your crown chakra is off balance. Depression, stubbornness, excessive sarcasm, narrow-mindedness. These are all things meaning that your crown chakra could be out of alignment or have blockages. So just keep those things in mind. So how do we work on this chakra? How do we get these things moving and cleared out? Movement. I say that in everyone. Movement. Your body loves movement. It's super good for your body. Move around, even if you're lightly dancing or walking or just moving around. Move around. Get that movement going. One thing is you could kind of lay upside down and hang your head off your bed. It pushes blood flow there. Like just lay across your bed, but lay close enough to where your head's laying, hanging off. And that is one thing that you can do. You can do some tapping. It's emotional freedom technique tapping, but you can tap. So tapping is used for a lot of things. It's used in some therapy to work through traumas. It can be used for so many things. I don't believe I've mentioned tapping yet in our previous series. So if this is something you're interested in, there's a lot of informational videos out there about tapping and what they do. Like there are a lot of different patterns, but also you could just tap where you're guided to tap, learning to trust yourself. So if you're wanting to tap, it could be anywhere on your head. Just really follow yourself on that one and practice. You don't want to hurt yourself. You're just lightly tapping. So try out tapping, emotional freedom technique. EFT is what it's abbreviation for it. And so it can be a very interesting thing for you to do. So consider that one. Again, Reiki, we talk about this every time. There is Reiki healing, there's Reiki balance, and there's Reiki enhancements. So there are lots of things you can do with Reiki to work on this chakra along with all your other chakras. You can do a visualization meditation. We've talked about meditation. We've talked about guided meditation, mindfulness meditation. And there's also visualizing, where you just think of a bright light. It could be gold. It could be white, it could be purple. Just envision that light for that chakra and just focus on seeing that light. Create that light in your mind's eye and just focus on that. That is called visualization meditation, and that's something else that you can do with any of your chakras. I was just trying to, again, like guided meditations for your crown chakra. If you'll notice in the background, this is frequency music, and this one is programmed specifically for your crown chakra. They have them for all of your chakras. You can relax to it. You can sleep to it. You can play it while you're doing visualization meditation or mindfulness meditation to see what floats into your mind. Music frequency, use those, get to know them. They're your best friend. They're free on YouTube. It's so easy to have access to all these things. If you find that you get distracted often, you might want to use some earbuds. That helps for you not to hear sounds outside of that could be distracting for you. So try out some earbuds. The sound for this chakra is the Om. Om. It's very peaceful and relaxing. You can do that as many times as you would like. Just rest into it, flow into it. You can use yoga to connect to any of your chakras. For this particular chakra, some yoga poses are the tree, sitting pose. You could just lay on your back. They're easy. It does not have to be hard or difficult. Keep that in mind. Have some spiritual mindfulness. Just give yourself time to be mindful of how you feel about things, of your connection. Give yourself time to be able to discover how amazingly divine that you are. You can have affirmations, and this one would be I know I am, and it's I am connected to the universe. I have access to wisdom. I honor my spirit and divine. And you can create your own. And last but not least, if we're talking about crystals and oils and fragrance, of course, anything purple, amethyst is a big one. I'm wearing amethyst for this one. So, aromatherapy could be lavender, jasmine, frankincense, or myrrh. Purple crystals, clear quartz also works here. If we talk about food, for this one, it's fasting. And you may have heard these traditions through time that many religions or spiritual practices will involve fasting. And so I'm not telling you to fast for days and nights. I'm just saying that if you're interested in that, that's something you can maybe research, check with your physician to make sure that's a healthy choice for you. But fasting is something that's been used over time while doing that connection with the crown chakra to the universe. And people have had amazing results from that. Spiritual nourishment, feeding your soul is often the best way to balance your energies. Feeding your soul, your heart, your self-love, those are things that can balance you from head to toe. Some other crystals that just came to mind for this one: selenite, moonstone, diamonds, things like that. Clear, purple. That's where you want to look at, and you can wear them. I actually have a purple ring on. Just surround yourself in things and set those intentions for it to balance and restore your chakras, align, release, all these things. I hope that you have enjoyed this video series of chakras and your energy bodies. I hope that you are enjoying discovering just how amazing that you are and what a multidimensional being that you are. I hope you take this information and use it in your daily practices. If you have any questions, of course, reach out to me, message me. I'm happy to talk with you about anything. If there's anything else I can help you with, please feel free to reach out to me for that as well. Namaste.